Focus Plumbing, always at your fingertips.
Pow! Danny Vegas time. Danny Vegas World segment. Are we ready, Lisa? We've got to do this. Segment 2. You got to do this with me. 2. There we go. Okay. All right. She's a newbie. All right. Okay. So.
Well, the segments go so quick.
They do. This is the fastest $1 million you're ever going to make.
Well, all right.
Yeah, all right. All right. You know, it's cool. You're actually part of an entity that you don't have to talk about fighting all the time.
Well, I think that's probably interesting to anybody who actually knows me in the fight world, that there is actually more things that I talk about than the fight world.
Yes, and you know what's going to be exciting, because this is our first show.
Sure.
And what's interesting is up until the last couple weeks, I may have ran into you about once a year.
Right.
For about 5 seconds. Hey, how are you? How are you?
Right.
So in reality, we don't really know each other all that well.
Sure.
But we will, as time goes on, we'll get kind of used to being next to each other, and things will just really start to click, and it'll be fun. And we're going to find out what you're all about.
Oh, that's sweet.
So it's going to be, because right now, today I kind of already got the agenda, what we're talking about, and she's just like, what are we doing today? But as time goes on, you will start to implement your own stuff into the show.
Okay.
Which is very cool. We have no problem with that. Okay. One thing I want to say before we go any further, kind of wanted to do this in the first segment. We're an uplifting show. We like to have a lot of fun here, but we certainly want to give out our condolences to all the folks over in Florida. We had this thing go down yesterday. Believe it or not, it's not the first time that I've had to talk about it on a show. I'm sure everything will fall out. Arguments will be made. I'm not here to make arguments, but we just certainly want to say we know you're there, and we wish everyone the best over there. So, because, oh my goodness gracious, it's just too scary to even think about, especially when you have kids, so.
Oh, it's the first thing I did. Log on, see where this is at, and
yeah.
Send a love note to my senior son and just said, hey, everything okay?
It's interesting, not that we're going to get too deep into it, but, that always tends to happen somewhere else until, of course, October of last year. It happened here. So, oh my goodness gracious. Like I said, arguments we made. It's a whole nother conversation. And we're not going to get into that today. But at the same time, we wish everybody in the nation great thoughts and all that. So, okay. I do want to say, now we all know how this works. For all you people out there that love the Danny Vegas live show, hashtag Sharp Tank is week number 1.
Right.
Hashtag Lady in Red is week number 2. And now Lisa is hashtag The Black Widow is week number 3.
Okay.
Now week number 4 I leave open.
All right.
We leave open so that I can invite someone out there to be a guest co-host, just like you started.
Right.
Okay. Next week, and we have a picture of her, Joe Gamble, Angel Kirk, hashtag no, not Captain Kirk. Angel Kirk will be with us next week.
Okay.
Now, here's a gal that I don't know. I've never met her.
Oh.
I just know there she is right there, just that absolutely walks in the room. Beautiful. Yep. Walks in the room and the clock stops, okay? She will be here next week. I have never met her before. I just kind of like what she was doing on Facebook and invited her to be the co-host next week. Really excited. She's into hockey.
Nice.
Yeah, wacko, right there. Hey, you have no teeth. That's okay. You lost it in a hockey game. I still love you. So, she will be here next week, and I'm really excited. Who knows what'll happen after that, right? Okay. Yesterday was a big day.
It was a big day.
It's a big day. So I'm going to move over here so I can, if anybody has any thoughts or insights that want to put into the show, feel free to do so. Please share it out, share it, like it, because we're going to get into Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. Now, as a guy that's been married for 20 years, I will first admit, and probably stop with the emails already, Valentine's Day is not the same for me as it was when I was freshly courting, as they say.
Okay.
And it's kind of interesting because I work with a lot of business ladies, a lot of professional ladies,
You're surrounded by them.
Hundreds of professional women relationships. And it is amazing, these Wonder Women, these women who conquer the planet.
Right.
Literally just can't find their ass with both hands when it comes to this holiday. They just are so into it. It's just like they just drop off the face of the earth, stop conquering the planet because something better go right on this day or the next week is just a complete disaster.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It's amazing to me. Now, I kind of wanted to get into this a little bit because I was following you yesterday. I was stalking.
There's nothing creepy about
Lisa
this at all.
Geeks on my Facebook. And you were kind of, you had these trio of just beautiful gals, you know. In fact, we got a little, if you men follow Lisa, you got a little peek of an inside of a lady's bathroom. That was pretty good. All of a sudden, your Facebook friends' invites are going to be like 50. All these fake Facebook freaks. But you guys were, by the looks of things,
Sure.
you were kind of like, we're not even going to call it Valentine's Day. We're going to call it Thanksgiving. We're going to call it everything but Valentine's Day. What's your gig on that? What's the thought process of Valentine's Day? I'm assuming, and like I said, I don't know Lisa very well. I haven't been in her life.
Nobody knows Lisa very well.
No one knows Lisa. Mysteries surround her, as they say. And I know my other co-hosts pretty well. I mean, one's been married forever. I already know what's going on there. Hashtag Nicole Taylor Sharp's kind of like an open book. You never know what's going to happen from year to year. So, but I don't know you very well. But the way it sounded, you didn't have any plans with any significant others yesterday.
So this is my theory
Here we go.
on any Hallmark holiday, any of them, whether
Okay.
it's Christmas
All right.
or Halloween or birthdays,
Okay.
any of them. I celebrate them when I want to celebrate them, how I want to celebrate them. And so it's always on my terms. I never choose a day because someone tells me that I have to celebrate a day. So I purposely almost boycott it
Oh, really?
on
You're
purpose.
one of those.
I am one of those.
Oh, you're one of those. So,
Yeah. So for Thanksgiving, I really didn't do anything for Thanksgiving. And the love that I have for social media was I saw something that said, instead of Valentine's Day, I had to work. It was a busy day. It's been a busy week. Why don't we have a second Thanksgiving? So I, put that up. All of my girlfriends said, what a great idea. Because most of my friends, like yours, are conquering the world.
Right.
Mine all travel. They're here, there, everywhere. It's hard for us to be in the same place at the same time. So this gave us a chance to have our version of Thanksgiving that we didn't get to have.
okay, so the whole Valentine's gig, there was no throwing poison on, hey, you guys with the Valentines, or, nothing like that.
Not at all. Not at all. As a matter of fact, we went because we knew that reservations were going to be atrocious in Las
Right,
Vegas on the
right.
busiest day. It
Right.
was almost like, well, we probably shouldn't do it today. And we're like, no, we're going to do it today, but we're just going to take it down about 20 notches
Okay.
and go to Chinatown.
Right.
And we know we can get in. We're going to go really early. It was like 5:30. Who has dinner at 5:30 anymore? We did, and made it a 3-hour gig, 3-hour tour of so much food. It was ridiculous. It was so much fun.
No, I saw that you were boiling something in a pot. Or
It was a
something.
hot pot, so
Okay,
it
you
was
were boiling
Mongolian, because
something.
of
Okay.
course I would celebrate Thanksgiving Mongolian style.
Oh, why was that?
I don't know, because it was the only place that could get us
Oh,
in.
okay, all right, okay. Well, let me take my, it's kind of interesting, and it's, I'm kind of a sociologist, humanologist. I love the study of human beings and time and space and all that stuff. And I just remember, I was thinking last night as, I put the little Valentine's card on she hangs out in the family room. So I put the little Valentine's card where she usually sits, and and I thought to myself, now I know my wife's not going to get a damn thing, but I better get this card just in case she does. I don't look like an idiot.
Right.
So I got the card and I wrote the little blah, 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 same thing I've been doing for 20 years. And I put it there and I kind of forgot all about it. Mm-hmm. And she didn't say anything about it either. So I just got to thinking, golly, I just remember when I was so much younger. Mm-hmm. This particular holiday was such a major thing. Mm-hmm. If I particularly had someone special on that particular day, on that particular week, someone had hung around for a week or two, it was such a big deal.
Well, I think
And
when you're
now
younger,
it is such not a big deal.
It's not. It really isn't. I mean, again, even birthdays. Trust me, my birthday was always to be celebrated, or we would never talk again.
Right.
And it just didn't work out with my travel and with all the things that I did, you know, with fighting and
Right.
being in different countries.
That's
So I got
right.
to the point that I just declared 30 days of celebration for my birthday. And
30 days?
30 days. I mean, I can, when my friends say, oh, I'm not going to be in town on this day or that day.
Okay, so we
we
just-
find a day.
We just keep it going.
Right. So, I mean, I think you just saw that I was in Hawaii in a treehouse.
We forgot to talk about that. Good thing for segment 3, huh?
Right. So I was in a treehouse in the beginning of February, whereas my birthday was January 14th. So I
Okay.
still had up until yesterday to celebrate my birthday in my own mind.
Right.
So that's why I did the treehouse tour in Hawaii, was a celebration of my birthday. But it wasn't on my birthday. It's just I was still celebrating up until yesterday.
Yeah, we forgot to talk about that vacation. Yeah, you went to Hawaii.
I did.
Wow.
So
Stayed in some tree houses. Now, do you have a fetish with tree houses? It kind of sounded like I'm a tree house girl. I just go everywhere I go, I find a tree house.
well, it's funny you should mention that, because that is my goal for 2018.
Okay, 2018. I don't know what time the time ran out, Joe Gamble. How long have we been going on? A minute and a half over. Okay, that's fine. We'll be back. Man, they go by so fast. We'll be back right after this.